They call it crazy. I call it focus. Don't ever let a sucker try to stop you from achieving your dream.
So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, man, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life.
There you go. Energy, let it out. 7, 8, 9, 10, a machine here. There you go. Nobody works like David in this house. 13, come on. 14, come on. 15, shut that muscle down. 16, come on. Get it. 17.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 18.
They don't know me, son.
In other words, if you're not gonna get rid of fear, then use fear. Use fear or it uses you. It's that simple.
To succeed, you must fail. In failure and in suffering, all the answers are in there. All the answers to all the test questions. The test is your life. All the answers are in there. You don't have to live in suffering and pain and failure all the time. You have to learn, I need to visit it.
You see that light there? One day that light didn't exist. Then somebody had the idea, then somebody created a product of it, and now your school bought that. You see that chair? Chairs didn't always look like that. Somebody had that idea. Why not you? So when you walk out and what I make them do, ask yourself, why not me? Why can't I be the one to change the world?
Impossible is nothing to somebody that tries. Everything that someone said was impossible has happened.
I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and impossible. The fact that something seems impossible shouldn't be a reason to not pursue it. That's exactly what makes it worth pursuing. Where would the courage and greatness be if success was certain and there was no risk? The only true failure is shrinking away from life's challenges.
We all have a destiny. We're all supposed to do something in our lives. Expect big things. Think big. Think big. You can do it. You can do it. Why can't I do it? Take a little bit of piece at a time, have daily goals, monthly goals, but you can make it happen. It can happen. What's impossible in your life, go after that. Have that. Go after what's impossible. You gotta have something impossible in your life. I used to think it was the blonde girlfriend.
What are you going to do for the rest of your life?
It sucks to wake up every morning of your life and say, God, man, I'm not smart. So guess what I gotta do? I gotta study the same shit that I got one of the highest scores in the nation on, and do it again, do it again, do it again. It's not just there. It's not just there permanently for me. So yeah, it's all stick.
Go, well, what if things did work out? If you don't have that moment, most people stay so stuck in resignation.
This dude said, there's a moment when every boy realizes no one's coming to save him. And that's when he becomes a man. And some boys never get there and stay children forever.
We are who we are when nobody's watching. If you want to know who you really are, be on your own. Go somewhere on your own, on holiday or whatever, and that's who you are. If you're driving along and you throw the soda can out of the window of the car, that's who you really are. No one does that with kids in the back. Monster. But if you do that, if that's who you, it's interesting to kind of note that.
Part of being in the game. When you're in the fucking game, great things happen and really bad things happen. And you got to take it all in stride. And you got to pick yourself up the next day, strap your fucking shoes back on and get out there and go to fucking war again.
You know, when you're on the way up, everyone roots for you because you remind them of their dreams. And when you're at the top, everyone tries to tear you down because you remind them of what they gave up on.
All right, they're hating on you, so what? They don't believe in you, so what? You gotta stop letting the outside noise stop you from your grind, bro, because they're the fans in your story. They're in the bleachers for the reason. You're in the game. You really out here in the field. When you gonna stop letting nobody tell you about you? You're the one. You gonna make it. You're the dog.
Don't be mad. When you're laying there in your fucking bed and you're in the fucking hospital and you're 70, 80, 90 years old, you're thinking, man, like I didn't fucking do something. Because you did. You didn't do it. You didn't do shit.
My hero. That's who I chase. Now, when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I come back 2 weeks later. This person comes up and says, who's your hero? I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was like, not even close. No. She said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero's always 10 years away. I'm never gonna be my hero. I'm not gonna attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing.
99% of the time, the reason that your dream's not coming true when they supposed to is because we open our mouths too soon to the wrong people at the wrong time. We were wrong to share our successes to people who claim to be our friends.
You're going to lose sleep. You'll doubt whether it'll work. You'll stress to make ends meet. You won't finish your to-do list. You'll wonder whether you made the right call and have no way to know for years. This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. Everything worth doing is hard, and the more worth doing it is, the harder it is. The greater the payoff, the greater the hardship. If it's hard, good. It means no one else will do it. More for you.
You know, if you're on social media running your fucking mouth and shit, you're just a bitch.
Correct.
You're honestly, and that's not me trying to be some after school special shit. You really are a bitch. Real men ain't doing it. Real men don't care about that gossipy bullshit. Get to work, man.
Correct.
That's it.
Plus, it should.
You play with it. Understand what I'm saying here? It means that you can do what you put your mind to. And if you continue to put your mind to it, the game opens up new levels.
Steroids, some of this natural can't. Now bullshit, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Stop making goddamn fucking excuses and just do it. Please, take my advice. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes. I'm trying to explain to you, the harder you work at anything in life, the faster you're gonna get to your goal, the better you're gonna be. It will always be like that in everything we do. Remember that.
Consistency is the most dangerous thing in the world. You can't get comfortable, bro. Once you get comfortable, you start losing yourself. You feel me? You start losing the hunger, you start losing the drive. Once you lose that, it's game over.
My mom reinforced, you don't start things and not finish them. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. We finish everything. You start it, finish it. If you're gonna do it to try and be the best. Not be better than other people, be the best for you.
You don't want it. And that's the harsh reality. I can't give you shit. You can't give them shit. We can give you ideas. At the end of the day, when I was losing the weight, I had to miserably wake up every morning in the cold, because it was Indiana, November when it started. I was miserable. This is your new life. Take it or leave it.
If I give you $1 million today and you die tomorrow, which one do you want? The million or your life? You want your life. So that means time is more valuable than cash. If I give you $1 million today, but then you have to be sick for the rest of your life, which one do you want? You want your health. So that means health is more valuable than cash. So why are we being controlled by this thing that's not even as valuable as everybody makes it seem?
Nuts. You had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no fucking team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. You have no fucking idea how great you really are, because you are using such minimal of what you have.
If you don't commit to it, it's not gonna come into fruition. It's not just gonna happen overnight. It's not just gonna fall in your fucking lap. I don't know what the fuck you niggas thinking. You gotta commit.
You need to love pain.
You're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road. But you can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing.
You should become the best you fucking can. You should put up undeniable results. You should monitor everything that you do and keep track of every win that you have so that you can go in and make a case for yourself to move up in the company. You're gonna have to inch your way and inch your way and inch your way up by showing what the fuck you've done, okay? And I know everybody thinks they do a lot, but if you start tracking it on paper, you'll find out exactly what the fuck you do and exactly how many wins you have.
and start living like a savage who deserves success, abundance, happiness, security, prosperity, legacy, meaning, fulfillment, significance, purpose.
Nothing great is going to come without you having to deal with what I call adversity and pain tolerance. You must be able to deal with that. And the more understanding you have of what's causing you the pain and how you've dealt with it is going to determine how successful you will be in whatever you choose in life.
I was not always this strong guy you see. I went through a lot of hard times in my life to get here today.
Champions are broken. It's like people look at champions and try and find something that champion has that they don't have. He's like, but it's not that at all. He's like, they lack something everyone else has, which is an off button. They just don't stop.
What's the best advice that you would give to your younger self?
To not give a fuck what anybody thinks about you. You have to believe in yourself.
You just don't ever quit. I tell people all the time, I wasn't always the smartest person in the room. I was just the SOB that refused to quit.
Embracing the struggle, realizing that the struggle is what makes you you, is what's gonna help you get to where you wanna be. And realizing that the struggle is just preparing you for the person that you need to be to steward that is gonna help you. And realizing that, God does everything for a reason. Like, you might not understand it now.
Fuck your motivation. Fuck your motivation. You need discipline.
Sometimes you gotta stop focusing and thinking about what could have happened and what should have happened. And you gotta live in what is happening.
But guess what? You will never feel this level of happiness if you don't go for something in your own life. When they knock you down, when they try on you, when they talk about you, and they try to put their foot on your neck, if you stay down, you will never ever get that resolve.
I believe so much in myself, and I have a bulletproof mind, and when I go out there, I know what I'm able to do, and I do it good.
I don't need friends that aren't involved in this game, or that aren't on the same path, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't make sense.
I know you're tired. I know you wake up every day looking for results and you just haven't gotten them yet. I know you wake up every day and put in your all. You work all day fucking long. You have to go to the gym. You have to do shit. You have to take care of people. And you're still not seeing the results that you want. I'm fucking tired too. But that's no excuse not to do what you're supposed to do. And that's no excuse to not put yourself in a position to continue to keep going, to be there for yourself in the future, because one day, inevitably, you will fucking make it. The business you want to grow, it will grow. I know you guys post day in and day out. I know a lot of you guys have to work fucking every single day, or you're in the gym trying to get in shape every single fucking day. And you're tired because you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. But that's the point. You have to keep going.
Day. Create a life that you can't wait to wake up to.
I saw that.
I live that life. I hate to sleep. I hate sleeping.
I've never heard that before.
I hate sleeping.
How much sleep do you get?
Not much.
What's that?
4 or 5 a night. I hate sleep. I love every minute of my life. Love every minute of it. I can't wait to wake up tomorrow.
How can you not stop and be like, bro, I'm the only one. I am the only one paying the price. I am the only one doing what's required. Everybody else is sitting at home eating Doritos, and I am out here in the snow getting better. How can you not be excited about that?
If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want becomes a sacrifice.
Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started.
I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm not afraid of it because I've had plenty. And now it's just time for me to say I'm tough, because what does not kill you makes you stronger.
If you want to be great, you want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. And that's what it takes.
That's the truth.
It takes every second of your fucking life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of fucking people. It is. But if you want to fucking go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you fucking do, you've arrived.
So I came up with a slogan, and I tell it to my kids all the time. I say, there's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions.
And for many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but you know what? Nothing external
can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
And that you don't get hurt. But guess what, baby? Part of life is about getting hurt, about failing and getting back up and dealing with adversity and setbacks and realizing that what you thought was a short path is actually going to be the long path to success, and you're going to have to take that journey if you really want it, right?
Patience. Patience is a skill we must master. Patience is one of the most valuable skills a human being must master. And I'm working hard to master it, and I feel I'm getting there, so.
Every morning when you get up, say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. I do it now, do it now. Whenever you have this tendency to procrastinate, program your subconscious mind with this automatic conditioned command, do it now, do it now, do it now. The key to overcoming procrastination is to develop a sense of urgency. Be the kind of person who gets things done quickly. Be the kind of person who launches fast on a task.
Understand that it's very hard because it's luck. A lot of it's luck, and I think that you got to just put your mind to it, man. And when you are in that mode where you're grinding and coming up, you got to just be like straight on that. Like no partying, no going out, no distractions, lock in. That's it.
A lot of people wait for perfect conditions to start, but don't realize that starting is the perfect condition.
Expression, a great old proverb. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now.
You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You gotta touch, you have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You've gotta be possessed with the dream. And every single day, you've gotta wake up and put forth effort.
I'm gonna win. I always call myself a fucking professional winner. Oh yeah, you feel like you won because I left all this money for you. Yeah, you have that moment. Have your fucking 15 minutes. Guess what I'm about to do?
I'm gonna go do it again, but this time do it double.
Yeah, and every time it gets bigger and bigger. And the ultimate form of revenge for me is success. I'm gonna keep being successful and make you look like shit.
Well, everybody, it's Groundhog's Day again for David Goggins. If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday, and I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger.
Most people have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. My plan was this must work or it must work. It was this or death for me.
Wake up and grind every day. That's the method. I mean, it's not hard. If you get up every single day and put your mind to something, how could you really believe that you won't win? It's not possible. I mean, 99% of people already don't want to grind. So you just start and you becoming the 1%. This junk is really simple, but you're making it hard.
I didn't fail, I fell. And as long as I get up, I win.
You have to want it as bad as you can breathe, and then you have to believe it.
I think you have to work every single day. I think that's where your confidence comes from. Because when nobody's looking, that's the time that really counts. That's the time that really matters. And I talk about basketball more than I talk about anything. It's because it's the one thing that I think I know the most about, and I don't know nearly as much as I think I know. But the finished product is the easy part. The games, like I can literally play in the games in my sleep. It's like the working out at 5, 6 a.m. and then all the practices and all the extra conditioning, like that's the hard part.
What happens is you have all these voices that are telling you you're fucked up and this is gonna be hard, but for some reason, you put so much practice into you that you can ignore every one of them that are telling you you're not gonna fucking make it and still be able to fucking make it. Because you have put the practice in that you know this is the process.
Everything we think comes into existence. So only think things that you want to come into existence. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you.
Now you have to do the things that discipline requires. And discipline doesn't care if you're tired. You're tired? Do it anyway, right? Discipline says, oh, you don't feel good. Well, do it anyway. Discipline says, it's raining outside and it's cold, it's windy. Do it anyway.
Everything I didn't want to do is what got me to where I'm at today. Every single thing. So where we find comfort, that's where I started getting scared. When I started saying, oh, it's raining, I'm not going out there. No, you cannot say that. You cannot do that. You have got to do this.
Well, let me tell you something. Don't be afraid of failing, because there's nothing wrong with failing. You have to fail in order to climb that ladder. There's no one that doesn't fail.
You want to feel good. If you want to feel like your life has meaning, if you want to go to bed and sleep with a clear conscience, if you want to wake up in the morning looking forward to the day, purpose is a more meaningful, more reliable category than happiness.
Don't listen to haters, don't listen to naysayers, don't listen to people that give you advice that tell you to slow down or you shouldn't do it or you can't do it or the time's not right or any of those other things. Those are dream stealers. They were sent to you to see if you'll overcome them.
Stay focused. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody, homie. What's on your mind, just do it. Because what's destined for you, you gonna get it.
Don't go through life just saying, you know what, I'm okay being average. Average sucks. It does. I promise you this.
If they don't have what you want, don't listen to what they say. There's no greater waste of time than justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want.
Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Right? Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. And the reason that I'm saying that is because when it says don't be pushed by your problems, problems are a part of the journey. Opposition are a part of the journey, right? Adversity is a part of the journey. Like it's all a part of development and growth as a person.
You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is a part of the process. People who never fail, never try. You have to fail. You got to get it wrong to get it right.
The main reason you need to go all in is because you have nothing to lose, bro.
If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start.
Failures make us learn. Failures make you stronger. Pain makes you stronger.
Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way. But it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better plans.
We all should think that we're great. There's no reason for you to not think that you're great. If you don't think you're great, ask yourself why. Why don't you think the highest of yourself?
I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
I've got it. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. It's fucking me against me, period.
If you don't see what I do every single day, then I can't pay attention to what you say about me every single day.
If you actually want to build something that's going to stand the test of time and make you very successful and rich and happy and bring other people with you, it's going to take everything. I fully believe that. I don't think you can half-ass it. I don't think it can be a side project, and I don't think it can be something that's just 3 hours a day. I think you've got to go fully into it.
So what you have to do is, if you want something, you have to work for it. And most people that think that the world is based off of luck have never truly worked for something. Not enough to understand that luck does not exist. It's merely a game of probabilities.
This shit's hard, but if you don't go through it, you're not going to get better. And you have to understand that anybody who's ever gotten better, anybody who's ever created, anybody who's ever built, anybody who's ever been something that you've looked up to has gone through these hard times without quitting. And I got all these fucking messages from people, dude. And they're like, I needed that today. I really needed to hear that. You know, I really love that you say that because you're so real and this and that. Listen, dude, I don't know who the fuck is telling y'all this shit's supposed to be easy. And I don't know who the fuck is telling y'all that it's easy for them. But I'm going to tell you right now, they're fucking full of shit. They're full of fucking shit. This shit is hard Being a high achieving person is hard. Trying to win is hard. And when I say being a high achieving person, even if you're not yet, and that's what you want to be, it's hard. And if you commit to that path, it's hard. And it doesn't matter if your name is Joe fucking Blow or Andy Frisella or fucking anybody else, bro. It's hard as fuck.
Move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it. And you may be successful and you may not be successful, but you will be better.
Get your stuff out there so people could see. The biggest advice I could give you right now, the biggest advice that anybody could give you, and this is not my words, Woody Allen told me this. I said, Woody, what's the secret to success? He said, 85 to 90% of life is just showing up.
What do you want? Because a lot of people are unclear what they want from life. They don't sit down and think through. We are writing our own life story every day, and yet we don't think about it. Who do we want to be?
Let them talk. Let them judge you. Let them keep on making up false stories about you that you never even heard about. Let them keep on counting you out and misunderstanding your purpose. Because in order to be truly successful, you have to be willing to take the negativity that comes along with it.
Listen, Cristiano, let's go. Life continue. Past is past, it never come again. The present, it's the best gift that we have in our life. The present. Because you don't know that what's gonna happen tomorrow. You don't know. I don't know, you don't know. So live the present.
Make it your mission in life to shove it down these motherfuckers' throats so fucking hard that they fucking choke. Make it so that when they fucking look at you and they see you 5 years from now down the road and you walk into a fucking restaurant, they won't even look at you. They'll look the other way or they'll look at the ground because they're so fucking embarrassed of what they did or how they treated you or what the fuck they said to you or how they tried to fuck with you, that they are embarrassed about what they did and where you went with it.
What you find out is most people don't really want it. Most people are scared to go all in. Most people are scared to sacrifice themselves because that's what it is. Even if remove the any sort of drug use, and that's what it is. It is a level of sacrifice, commitment. You're gonna be ostracized. You're gonna be attacked. Friends aren't gonna like you. That is just what goes into this. But the question is, what kind of fucking life do you want to live?
No one can learn it for you. It's like there's a lot of things that we care about a lot. Like no one can work out for you. It doesn't matter how much money you have. No one can learn skills for you. And so in the early days, it feels so painful because you look around to see who can help you and then you're like, fuck, it's me again.
Nobody's coming to save you, big dog. Don't you get that? Your whole life has led to this point because of you. Your shitty decisions, your fucked up habits, your poor choices have caused you to end up at this point.
Nobody is going to understand you.
And I'm gonna get up every day and I'm gonna outwork everybody in the room and I'm gonna go get it.
So you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them. Being fine with being mediocre. You want to go back to who you were, huh, David?
What I mean is we need to start stacking little wins. Most of you out there think that success in life is a byproduct of big wins. Like I gotta make that deal, I gotta get that sale, I gotta start that partnership. And the big wins are important too, make no mistake about it. But I'm here to tell you that the little wins, stacked every day, every hour, over time, over days, weeks, and months, make you a fucking gangster of a human being.
Start focusing on the small wins. Get groomed. Clean your room. Start hanging out with good people. Read a chapter in a book and say, I'm going to read a chapter, and you sit down and you read it. Right? I'm going to read this news article, and you sit down and you read it. I'm going to eat good food and not bad food. And you do it, and you start building trust with yourself. Trust, reputation, rapport. And then you realize, wow, I can actually do anything that I want.
Maybe stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m., and when the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. There's one win that you've got for the day. That's action, right? And it is just, it's trite to say the Peterson clean your room thing, but the reason that works is that you start with the smallest ever step and you expand out from there.
And he looks back and decides that all those years he suffered, those were the best years of his life because they made him who he was. All the years he was happy, total waste. Didn't learn a thing.